Hey Pittsburgh, Josh Miller here. Welcome to an episode of A Day in a Life. Today we're hanging out in Bethel Park at Cool Springs. Brian Shanahan was kind enough to let us walk around and perform a show here, which we're grateful. You're going to love this episode because we're going to look back at all the great guys that made A Day in a Life possible. Hope you enjoy this episode. Stay tuned. As we know, my favorite sailor is Jerome Bettis, and he does some amazing work with the Bettis Foundation. I truly enjoyed this day.
That's when the relationship with Dick started, and it went on for a long time. And then I got an opportunity, a very unique opportunity, to work with Dick's Sporting Goods, and they had an initiative, and it was called PACE. It was protecting athletes through concussion education. This was a couple years ago, and the unique thing about this was Dick's was in the forefront in terms of concussion and concussion awareness. And this is a couple years ago. Now we see the results of all the work with concussions and what it's doing in the newspapers. But Dick's came out and said, we wanted to test 1 million kids all around the country. And we're going to put our money where our mouth is. We're going to put up $1 million so that all these kids get the testing for free. So that they could get the baseline testing, so that at whatever school you went to, if you got a concussion, there was information that the training staff could look at to see if you were concussed. And that was an initiative that no one else in the country were doing.
This shot's kind of cool. This is Sean Casey. Everyone loves Sean Casey. He's the mayor. Well, he is building Miracle League fields, and this was an awesome moment. So if I'm driving around and I stumble into the Boyce Mayview Park, and I'm going to see the skyline.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty incredible.
No, it is. I mean, I think that's the thing. You come up to Boyce Mayview Park here in Upper St. Clair. You got the Miracle League of the South Hills, which is here, and then we just put in. We call it the clubhouse because Casey's clubhouse raised the money, but we wanted to make sure it was the clubhouse and everyone could enjoy it. So the clubhouse is now this big backdrop of it's our junkyard of Pittsburgh, right? Like like the kind of you have everything here. You got the Clementi Bridge. You got the PPG building. You got the Highmark building. You got the Three Rivers. You got everything that Pittsburgh could offer. So we feel like, you go down to PNC Park to watch a game and you got the Pirates and you got the real backdrop. Well, you come here to watch a Miracle League game at the Miracle League of the South Hills, and then you got the clubhouse, the backdrop of our miniature Pittsburgh. In the
unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Thank you so much for doing this, because I'll tell you what, this opens my eyes, and I can't wait to bring my kids here as well.
No, it's great. Back when I was in college, I got drafted after my junior year. I came back my senior year, didn't have really, I had extra time because I didn't have baseball the way I had it before. And then my sister had volunteered with some cerebral palsy kids, and I was looking to volunteer somewhere. She's like, why don't you try and find some kids with cerebral palsy? I was like, okay, great. Well, there was a school down in Richmond, Virginia with kids with cerebral palsy. It was about 20 minutes from campus. So I used to go volunteer there like twice a week with these kids. And I think when you first go volunteer, you think, oh man, I'm gonna make a difference and this and that. These kids impacted my life more than they would ever know. Like, I started to realize, man, these kids with disabilities, not really, if you wanna call it disability, these kids were normal kids that were stuck down in their bodies with the mind that worked. And that's when I started to realize, man, these kids are awesome. Wow. And then I so enjoyed going to see them a couple times a week. And that really opened my mind. It opened my, mind to the special needs community. That, man, it's just, we don't understand. I think, at least I didn't understand. I didn't understand that these kids are just like any other kids. And they're at school and they're learning and they're playing and they just want to be kids.
And this is something they look forward to. Can you imagine a little kid, they're told, hey, Thursday, you're going to go to something like this and be able to play ball.
Yeah, isn't that great? So the next thing was like my sister-in-law's special needs. So it kind of all came together. Yeah. And then when I was with the Reds, a friend of mine opened one up, and I was like, wow, there's a Miracle League field where kids can come and play. And that's when it first kind of hit me. So then when I was done playing, my wife and I decided to go out and try and raise some money. And, I am so grateful because I'd never raised $1 in my life, and this whole project cost a lot of money.
Right.
And so grateful to all the companies in Pittsburgh, to all the students in Pittsburgh, all the different schools. Every dollar has mattered to build this Miracle League field and to build this playground, which has been amazing. So for me, being a Pittsburgher and like having the backdrop of Pittsburgh and it being a Pittsburgh thing, like that's what brings me a ton of pride, because all this money was raised locally. All this money was raised by people seeing the same vision I did. That like this is really a big deal, and this is really a good thing for our community. You know, I think anything you do that brings community together is a great thing, and that's what this field has done.
I remember this day because it was 120 degrees in Pittsburgh, where we hung out with Greg Adams, and you get to see what he did with his son coaching there, and also raises some great money with ALS.
This is only the third year we've done it, but well, this is the best tournament they've ever had, I think.
Yeah.
Over 3,000 people. So they usually set a goal. This is going pretty slow here. I guess we waited till the end last year. They set a goal. I think they set a goal for 500 grand to raise, like a lot, and they raised it like a week ago. You know, like it usually has to come in like afterwards and everything. Right. So they're already surpassed it, so that's a good sign.
That's awesome. Yeah. How unfair is it in your eyes, you see, when you see all the stuff on SportsCenter, all the stuff that's selling, all the stuff that our kids are saying, and then clearly you know 9 guys in the locker room that are doing unbelievable things like yourself, but that's not sexy enough to be on the TV. Right.
Honestly, I don't really think about it. I don't think people. I mean, a lot of people are involved in, you know, charitable things, or you know, helping out here or volunteering there or coaching a team, and that's everybody. That's not just athletes. That's what parents do. That's what people do. So I don't think athletes definitely or should necessarily, you know, receive special sort of accolades for that, because that's just part of being part of your community, and most people do that.
We hung out with offensive tackle Kelvin Beachum, great guy, did some great work with the food bank and also read to a lucky school downtown. Enjoy this one. You like to give back.
I do.
The food bank is where you're spending some time today, and that's a charity that you decided to be in front of. Explain to me the food bank and why.
The food bank here, you know, impacting Pittsburgh in itself is really a place where I've decided to kind of set my groundwork at first here in Pittsburgh, and that's one of the major organizations that I've done it with. You know, I've done their turkey drives that they do around Thanksgiving and Christmas every year with either Max Starks, who did it my rookie year, and then Pouncey took it over when Max left, and I've done it with him, and then Will Johnson has picked up one last year down in Hazelwood. So doing those things with them, you know, started to realize, man, this is really a passion of mine, you know, and then realizing where I came from and some of the things that I went through throughout my childhood, and then seeing how my grandmother has had to go through some things. Lately, I'm seeing how hunger is an issue, not only in my family, but it's also worldwide. If you look at some of the statistics, just in this country, you know, don't even think about third world countries yet, just think about this country. Right. You know, we're going through some things from a hunger standpoint. So, you know, the food bank is where I want to start at here, and that's some of the things that, you know, I feel that God is pushing me to, and that I feel led to do. You know, I'm able to use a platform of an NFL player and of the Pittsburgh Steelers and go and be able to impact individuals all across this little region right here in Western PA, and be able to do something great. You know, be able to feed people. You know, I love eating, so, you know, I want to make sure that other people are fed as well.
All right, here we go.
That I like my workload of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no trouble.
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life with Josh Miller is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. SE Tire and Wheel Center, located at 5200 Route 51 South in Belle Vernon. And Total Sports Enterprises, always a home game, located at the mall at Robinson. We'll be right back.
Wrecking's part of our sport. Crashing and hitting things is just going to happen to you. The first time that I got injured, I tried to hide it. I tried to push through. 4 weeks later, I've been injured again, back to back. The best decision I made was to go to UPMC. We went through all these activities that had results that made sense, and things got better.
Holy cow, man, we just won the 500.
I didn't choose to be in a 25-car pileup, but I did choose UPMC.
When something unexpected takes a big chunk of the pie, we are here for you. To learn how to get help or how to give it, go to pittsburghfoodbank.org.
Gallery in the Berg at Ross Park Mall is your specialist for custom framing. With 30 years of experience and a wide variety of art and giftware focusing on Pittsburgh and beyond, we are sure to meet all of your framing needs. Find that special piece of art and more at Gallery in the Berg at Ross Park Mall.
Hey, Yins guys! It's Yinzers, the Steel City's destination for Pittsburgh's hottest team apparel. When it comes to Pittsburgh sports, Yinzers has 2 floors of the hottest gear. Raise the Jolly Roger and cheer on your buccos with an incredible selection of men's, women's, and youth apparel. Plus, right now, get 50% off on all hockey apparel. Get to Yinzers for 2 awesome floors of Pittsburgh sports apparel and novelties. Yinzers in the Strip. We've got the gear.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
In this one, we caught up with Brandon Marshall. Great guy. Always comes back. He doesn't even play for the Steelers, but doesn't forget where he's from. Threw a camp for the kids in the inner city. Enjoy this one.
So when I was 6 years old, I started playing football. But even before that, I started playing football in the front yard, in the parking lot. We used to throw up the football, and it was just mayhem. Everybody go out there and just tackle each other, scream at each other. We scored a touchdown. We made fun of each other. And that's where I started. I started on Mayflower playing ball. I started in the park. I started at Peabody, the new Obama. That's where I started, running up and down the field. So I grew up playing ball. I went to middle school playing ball. I went to high school playing ball. I got drafted to the Denver Broncos playing ball. That's all I thought I was a football player. That's all they told me I could do was play football. They didn't tell me I could be President Obama. They didn't tell me that I could be a teacher. They didn't tell me any of those things. But what I do know is if you guys have a goal, if you guys dream, and if you work hard, and if you listen, you will be able to do anything that you want to do, anything that you put your mind to. So right now, I don't play football because I love it. I play football so I can do this, so I can stand in front of you guys and inspire you guys, to give you guys hope that if you want to be a doctor, that if you want to be an attorney, that if you want to be President Obama, that you can do it. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It's about right here. It's about your heart. It's about passion. It's about finding your purpose. It's about listening. That's what it's about. Do you want it?
Well, here we caught up with Neil Walker, who, in memory of his friend Clint Seymour and the Play Ball Fund, caught up with him where he raises money on his behalf.
Thank you for coming out today, and parents, thank you for bringing the kids out today. I know we had a good time, and obviously this is for a great cause, and this whole foundation touches close to home for all of us, so this is a great day for all of us, and I'm glad you guys could be a part of it. Good friends, and that's something that's really valuable. We have a really good team this year, but a lot has to do with the fact that we all get along, we all are pulling for each other, and we all have each other's back. And I think that's really important in a team setting. So anytime you get a chance to cheer on your teammate or your friend when you're playing, I think that's really important. Don't forget that, okay? More than anything, the most important thing is just hitting the ball hard and hitting the ball in the barrel. So when things may not be going great for you at the plate, because they will when you get older, it gets harder as you get older, and you're going to find it more difficult every single level to have a lot of success. You have to try to keep it simple, and you have to really try to focus on just hitting the ball hard.
Old teammate of mine, Aaron Smith, who does so much work for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Great episode here, and his son Elijah's kicking its butt. Check this episode, it's super cool.
In 2008, my son was diagnosed with leukemia, and at that time in my life, it was October this time of year in 2008, and our life just spiraled out of control. And so for the next three and a half years, he went on through chemo and treatment, and I continued to play football, and my family was up in dismay. And then now he's in remission, but the thing is through that we just, we found this Light the Night, this walk that raises money for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and we created Team Elijah, and it has become a big part of what we do every year. It's almost a family tradition. We come down here every year. The first year I did it with the team, I mean, almost 100% of the guys showed up. It's just, it's become who we are, and if we can give back and at some point annihilate leukemia so no family ever has to suffer this again, that's my vision.
And this is pretty cool. This is Adrian, who caught up with Dave James Yandel, who's with GLS, CEO, and their charity is to free the children.
So here with James, the co-owner of the Global Legends Series organisation. James, thanks for joining me now. Tell me about the pleasure it brings you in organising such an event as this one.
Well, I think the best thing is fans get to see the legends and the players that they grew up with. As you can see, they can still play. So that's the best experience we're trying to bring back, is some nostalgia. Second thing is it does raise a lot of awareness for our charities and our academy initiatives. So we like to leave a bit of a legacy wherever we play. And one of the best things for me as well is obviously to see Paul Scholes. So.
Well, it's an amazing event, amazing names, some you just mentioned. How exactly do you bring all these friends, legends together on one pitch?
Well, one of the co-owners is Fabio Cannavaro, and obviously he's won everything, and a couple of phone calls from him, and really they bought into what we're trying to achieve, and it's really a parachute league from retirement. So a lot of these players, especially these legends, when they finish, they don't have much to do, and we're trying to find other things for them to do. So coming into the league like this, it was very easy to get them in.
And here in Las Vegas, the first one for 2016, what do we have to look forward to with the GLS organisation for the remainder of 2016?
We've got 25th of March, game in Dubai, then we go to Seoul, then Sydney, then Tokyo, and Macau. So we've got a lot going on. And I think we'll be back to the US. I mean, great turnout, massive
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life with Josh Miller is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. SE Tire and Wheel Center, located at 5200 Route 51 South in Belle Vernon. And Total Sports Enterprises, always a home game, located at the mall at Robinson. We'll be right back.
Nemacolin Woodlands, a luxury getaway with a welcome twist. To make your reservation, visit nemacolin.com and expect the unexpected.
Don't spend your time bottled up. Pack up and go. And no matter where you go, bring Rivertown along. Whether you enjoy our smooth Maxwell Scottish Ale or our refreshing Halikahiki Pineapple Ale, our advanced technology canning process ensures that Rivertown craft beers taste just as fresh and flavorful no matter where you go. Tailgating with friends, or cheering on your hometown team at the ballpark. No matter where you go, enjoy ice-cold Rivertown craft beers. Visit our brewery and take a tour.
Gallery in the Berg at Ross Park Mall is your one-stop shop for all of your sports memorabilia needs. With 30 years of experience, Gallery in the Berg has you covered. From sports jersey framing to autographed collectibles along with giftware, Gallery in the Berg at Ross Park Mall is the place for you.
You got to be a little off anyway, I think, to be a catcher. Got hit with a couple foul balls to the head and didn't really think anything of it. Felt a little foggy, couldn't eat. The anger came really quick. When I'd go to swing, the ball would kind of disappear. My wife said, if you don't tell the doctors, I'm going to. They sent me to UPMC. He looked at me and said, you got a pretty good concussion. Gave me a plan, like a rehab for your brain, just to come from that to catch the last out of the series. I didn't choose to get those concussions, but I did choose UPMC.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
Always nice to see athletes doing good. Will Allen in the holiday giving program that he has. Very cool. It's in the Will Allen Foundation, doing great, great work.
And you're gonna get $150 to spend. But you gotta buy presents for mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or brothers and sisters and dogs and cats, okay?
No cats and dogs.
Oh, you can buy for your dog.
No.
Yeah,
No,
you can. So you guys are gonna go around. See these big kids that are behind us? You're gonna pair up with one of them and they're gonna help you out to go shopping. And then when you're all done, we do have a special surprise for all of you. So.
Can't tell you the special surprise.
Okay, so, are you guys ready?
You know, my heart is full. You know, it's a lot of people that came together to help this moment. You know, Kmart came through, AT&T, the Stiller Nation. You know, with our secret Stiller. You know, just the fans and everybody. It was a community effort. It just wasn't me. You know, we've had donations from Faster, which is a sports training facility here in Pittsburgh. So there's just been a lot of people come together. And for a great cause, and that's to help these kids, help them to have Christmas, and it's just phenomenal. Hi, how's it going? Thanks for coming out.
Oh, anytime.
I appreciate it. What's your name? JD. Good to meet you. I'm Will. Good to meet you. You having fun? So far, so good? Yeah. This the only thing you got so far?
So far.
Who's that for?
My dad.
All right, he's gonna love that one. All right, have fun. So she works in my dentist's office.
Aww.
And she said, I want to help out. I want to be there. Like I want to volunteer, and I want to donate too. So I was like, all right.
I love it.
Come on out then.
That's great. Everyone's in the holiday spirit.
Everybody wants to help out. What you got so far?
Candy.
Candy? You gotta get something better than for mom than candy, right? Nah, man, this is for you. This ain't for your mom. You gotta get your mom something nice, man. What's your mom like? Necklace? Does your mom like a bracelet? A watch, maybe? Some perfume?
Yeah.
Why don't you get her some perfume? No? Perfume and candy? Yeah? Or is it candy for you?
Candy's for them.
All right, what's your name?
Israel.
Good to meet you, Israel. Thanks for coming out. I'm Will. Have a good one. Have fun.
Yeah, this is our annual holiday giving program, and we're just here to give hope, help some families that are in need during the holiday season through the Boys and Girls Club, and we've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's just a great way, and also our kids from after school program, Quest program here, are kind of chaperoning or helping the kids shop. They're freshmen, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I've always had people in my life to help me, and motivate me and push me, and whether it was through words or just always being on my back, or just even helping me financially. But I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a community of people helping me along the way. So it's just my way of paying homage and giving back. Tonight is possible for many reasons. We had a great support from the fans. Steelers Nation coming through. We had a kind of a holiday Steeler giveaway, if you will, for people who donated, and we had a lot of different autograph signings and different giveaways for that. Kmart, coming through helping us out. AT&T, Bose. Faster. It's a training facility in Pittsburgh. A lot of different donations, a lot of different people coming together for such a great cause, to help families out in Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Day in a Life, and look back at all the cool guys that I got a chance to hang out with and do some shows with. I want to thank Brian Shanahan, the good people here at Cool Springs in Bethel Park. Come check out what he's got going on here. Awesome stuff. Stay tuned for future episodes of the Day in a Life.